Did you get used to working remotely during COVID pandemic? Many corporate accountants did, and they quickly noticed the great benefits that come with remote work. No commuting and huge time savings, fewer unproductive meetings, fewer distractions in the workplace, more free time after work, and improved well-being. These are just the biggest ones, and the list is much longer. I get that it might have been difficult at the beginning, but since you adjusted, you probably discovered that this work model is right for you. Of course, remote work has its challenges, but the advantages outweigh them. Now, the lockdown times are over, and your employer is calling on you to come back to the office. They may allow for a hybrid work model for the time being, but you are afraid this may not last for long. So, what can you do about that? Why are employers trying to force you to come back to the office? Well, the answer is quite simple. They are afraid of losing control. They believe that by keeping an eye on you and watching every move, they make sure you stay productive and work efficiently. And by doing that, they also make sure the company is not losing money by paying you for the work you don't do. After all, their ultimate goal is to ensure their business is profitable. This is not fair, I know. You are a professional and they should trust in your loyalty and work ethic. But unfortunately, this is not always the case. What would you rather do? Sacrifice your well being to ensure your employer makes profits, or rather work for your own benefit and keep a healthy lifestyle? Well, I will leave this question hanging, but I think you already know the answer. Does the perspective of losing the remote work benefits terrify you? I bet you would prefer to continue working remotely. The hybrid model helps somehow, but you probably feel it is not enough. Imagine coming back to the long commute, being stuck in traffic for hours, late nights in the office, and constant pressure. Stress and anxiety building up and impacting your health and all areas of your life. And what is most important, affecting your relationships with loved ones. I have goosebumps even now when I say it. I recall these scenarios from my corporate days and I dread coming back to this life. It would be a punishment. Do you feel the same way about it? Do you want to miss out on what's important in life? I believe you don't. The good news is that this can be fixed. You just need to make one brave decision and take a leap. If you already know that coming back to the office full time is not a good option for you, probably will not change. So it's better if you make a plan now before you fall into trouble. What other options do you have? Option 1. You can try negotiating with your current employer, hoping they will understand, and you may be lucky. Option 2. You can also consider changing jobs and finding a fully remote one. But still, the remote aspect will not be guaranteed. And what about your freedom and independence? Well, you have the third choice. The answer would be to start your own fully remote accounting business. I know you are afraid of taking the leap. I was too. And for a long time, this fear was holding me off. But when I finally decided to quit my accounting job and start the remote practice, I felt so relieved. And the only regret I have is that I waited for so long.